morning, everybody. Good morning. See, I got my grapes, my red grapes. I guess you could say they represent the word of God, the fruits of righteousness. You know, I was just thinking, I need some fruit in my body. Like, I've been eating like non-fruit, like not healthy, no vegetables, no fruit. And I've been trying to like change my diet. But just like the food you eat, you know, the spiritual food you eat and the spiritual food that you crap out, okay? Hey, that you crap out to people, it's gonna affect your fate, where you're gonna end up. So we're just gonna hop right into this and talk about spiritual drunkenness and what it actually is. And if you're spiritually drunk, you are someone that needs to get out of that very quickly, because spiritual drunkenness means you're not aware of certain things, right? Because it's a spiritual drunkenness, not a physical drunkenness, right? Like a spiritually inclined person can get drunk, and then they can be like, hey, wait, I'm not supposed to be drunk, and then they can sober up and never drink again. So they were spiritually aware because they were physically drunk and they're sick of it, right? A spiritually drunken person is going to drink and drink and drink and drink because they don't have a spiritual eye and they don't care about their spirit. They don't know they're weighing their spirit down. But let's go to Isaiah 29. We're going to start at verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. Right? The Lord has poured this upon you. He's poured this drunkenness, but not with wine, upon you. Keep this in mind. Because God sends delusion. God sends clarity. God sends good. God sends evil. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. I'm sorry, this is verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned or educated, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned, or not educated. Wherefore the Lord said, For as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. Like, you have people talking about, like parents, it starts in the household. Fear God and keep his commandments. They'll probably tell you something like that. But they can't recite the 10 commandments. They don't know them. They don't keep them. So they don't have fear for God because they don't think about the consequences of disobeying him. And they teach their children this. This is a worldwide epidemic, a spiritual epidemic going on. You know, especially me, it's a big problem. I notice it because I'm a Hebrew. And I notice the difference between me and other denominations of people. And my family has no fear of God. And they think they have fear of God. But I brought these commandments to them and it made them uncomfortable. It's because they don't want that fear. People who get scared of the commandments and shy away don't want to fear God, because that's what the fear. That's the fear you're putting on them by giving them these commandments. You're opening their eyes, right? Giving them understanding. But God closed their eyes, so they couldn't receive understanding. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Now, this is talking about Israel, because this is the Old Testament. But take into account, the doctrine is worldwide now. The Bible is all over the place. So spiritual drunkenness can be found in all Christian denominations, among all people. If you're spiritually drunk, I'm gonna just tell you straight out. It just means you don't have knowledge of this book. The book is where the knowledge comes from. So if you don't read this Bible, you don't know nothing about God. You don't know nothing. You don't know anything about the commandments or anything. And our pastors don't have understanding, and then they want to talk like they want to get on the podium and talk like they have understanding, but they don't read the Bible in front of you. That means they can't read. Half of these people can't read. Half of these people who do read don't want to read the book and can't remember half the scriptures. So just keep that in mind. If you're under that kind of person, that kind of guidance, Get from under that person as far as teaching, learning the book. Right? You don't want to learn from people who don't know what they're talking about. Right? Learn from somebody that's read thoroughly and has the correct spirit, that constantly learns themselves. Because there's always something to learn in this book. But have a good day.